My topic is be powerful, not power mad, powerless, but powerful. And we think, what is power? Well, power, as we understand it, is either passive, that means not active, or kinetic active. So power is just waiting to be used. And when we talk about power, oftentimes we think that's force, that is being more powerful than others. But let's look at divine power. And it's really interesting, this whole thing about God and, the whole spiritual war, in a sense, that we're generating in our own mind between who we really are and this false self, between absolute knowledge and absolute truth that we are, or this false fear-based thought system. And you have to know the difference and the distinctions so that you can use the power that you already have and that you already are. And you're not a power that runs out. That's the thing. We're eternal. And in Sanskrit, the description of the soul that we're a soul, is called Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. Yes, that was a lovely song. Thank you very much. And that's the spirit soul right there in a bird body. So I call them the bird people. Just like the Native and American people call the bird, would be the buffalo people or the wolf people and that sort of thing. Recognizing the personalness of soul, of spirit soul. That's why, in that sense of doing our divine marriage, is to marry the male and the female into wholeness, which would be plus and minus, or however you want to call it, and two sides of the same coin. And there's gender in everything, because there has to be gender in the absolute source we have called God. But so with all these different understandings about God, and everyone's different description or what that means, it's almost like we can't use the word because somehow the word itself has become so corrupted and has so much. And yet what we need to not throw out what that really is, what really exists as our divine partner, our beloved. And it's as if each and every one of us has our own God. That means our own source, our own power source. And it's also, that is an unlimited, ever-flowing beingness of who we are that is full. And Sat Chit Ananda is eternity, consciousness, bliss, and a form always to express through, because we have a divine form. It's a spiritual divine form, spirit, soul, divine form. And we are beautiful in every way. So the thing is, in wanting to really express and be who we are, it's important for us to start to harmonize with, first of all, nature. And instead of being in the mind, bring ourselves more into truly activating our senses of the body in tune with nature. So the oxygen, the fire, the water, the earth, the ether, these are elements. These are our creative elements, you may say. And to be powerful is not to be lacking in anything. It goes a little cute squirrel. So you're not lacking in anything. And how you activate it, you have to start to use it. You have to know you have it. And know that you are connected with your source. So when people don't understand, when they say, well, then there's no God at all, there's no source, no supreme creator and all that, that's not logical, and it doesn't fit. because we notice our sameness, you see, but we also notice our differences. So there's the sameness has to be a creator. And if there's creators and we're little creators, there has to be a supreme creator and that we are part of. And so being powerful is recognizing our source with us as our divine partner, as our beloved, but not streaming through fear-based thoughts, but divine thought, divine consciousness. And if you want to use your imagination, imagine the divine. If whatever you want to express in your five senses, then what you see, have it be of what's inspiring in the divine. What you hear is inspiring to your soul and to your beingness. And where you are, you feel accepted and loved and appreciated, because you're appreciating and you're loving and you're being. So then this world is transformed from the material into the spiritual, because that's where you're coming from. That's your perception. So the power doesn't mean the power of destruction, because there's no destruction. It's just always about creation. Always. And it looks like something is destroyed. No, that's the creation now. That's the creation now. That's the creation now. Because we're creators. We're not destroyers. There's no destruction. There's beginning, middle, and end, but the end is the beginning, you see, in this reality of the clockwork, the silak, the time game. So use the time game to get beyond time, to be who you really are, and all these, the power is with you, not some outside. And that's divine power that does not need force of any kind. That's the divine. And then we get to witness beautiful, thank you. Do you know, they're not even asking for money to do this, these birds. But they sure are great. And there's a little squirrel. These are all little people. They're doing their thing. Say, be powerful. Not powerless. Not power mad. Not the desire to get power. You have it. And you're using it. So, use your power consciously. Any ability, any talent, whatever you desire, when it's in harmony for the greater good of all living entities. Mm-hmm.